the leadership of Mr. Chip Mahaffey. And then we also want to remember and acknowledge the extraordinary accomplishments of the 2006-2007 boys basketball team. Coach Mahaffey came to Winchester in 1996. And during the 11 seasons that he has led our program, his record has been 197 wins and only 61 losses for an outstanding winning percentage of 76%. This has earned Winchester the right to lay claim to be the fourth winningest program over that 10-year time period. Also, not only many victories have come our way, but several championships have been awarded to the Doctor basketball program. Here are just a few of the team's highlights. During these 11 years, the Falcons have won 8 Randolph County championships, 9 Tri-Eastern Conference championships, 6 sectional championships, 4 regional championships, 2 semi-state championships, and of course 2 great trips to the state finals. Now it is my great honor and pleasure to introduce Coach Chip Mahaffey.
Thank you. I've always strived to stress the importance of tradition and family in our program. And our players from last year and this year and in the future will always realize that their accomplishments are directly related to the efforts, to the standards set by those who came before them. And at this time, what I would like to do first of all is there are many of you who come to support this team every year who are a part of that tradition. And I'm going to miss some of the schools because I wasn't around back then. But we have Ridgeville, Saratoga, Jefferson, Lincoln, McKinley, White River, Ward Jackson, and so many more that have fed into what has become Winchester Community High School. And if you were a coach or a player or a manager or a cheerleader for any of those schools that have fed in to Winchester before I got here in 1996, I think. If you were a part of that tradition before I got here, I would like you to stand for a moment so we can recognize you and thank you. Thank you so much, because the tradition was established long before I got here, and I really appreciate that. At this time, I would also like to bring out the players, managers, coaches who have been a part of the program since I've been here, and players who have continued that tradition of excellence and family while playing for me. So let's give those guys a hand as they come out as well. What a great group of young men and young women standing behind me. And I just wanted to have this moment to publicly thank each and every one of these men and women, first of all, for their courage that they display in representing our fine community, for their hard work, and most importantly, for the sacrifice that they made, giving up individual goals to constantly do what was best for the team. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. Lastly, I would like for guys to stay out here on the floor, and as last year's team has the opportunity to receive their rings, I want last year's team to go through and shake each and every one of these guys' hands and thank them for establishing that tradition, continuing that tradition, and setting the standards for these guys to follow and try to live up to each year. So at this time, I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Osborne. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations once again. We'd now like to honor last year's team by presenting them with their state championship runner-up rings. Congratulations to first, assistant coach, Steve Graff. Assistant coach, Bobby Jones. Assistant coach, Rick Owens. Head coach, Chip Mahaffey. Dana Cross. Deidre Shelton. Levi Cross. Andrew Haney. Tyler Cook. Bruce Dooley. Brock Ford. Clayton Briggs. Daniel Maggard. Lucas Wickersham. Brock Morrison. Alumni now, Andy Stolberg. And Dan Lautenbacher. Let's give all another round of applause. Congratulations, Falcon basketball players. Okay, before we leave the floor, though, last couple things here. First, Scott Studi has got a presentation message, and then we're going to try to get a group picture of you guys. Looking so good there. So we'll work, Mr. Ray will give us some directions on where we're going to meet. So, first of all, alumni Scott Studi.
All right, on behalf of all the former players, we wanted to present Coach Mahaffey with a poster that kind of sums up all the words that he spoke to us for all the past 11 years. We didn't really listen to him at the time, but now we understand what they all mean. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but I do want to read the last 3 lines. It says, they will come together in emotion associated with a common struggle for excellence that they wish would come easily. But I know it is not. They will endure now in athletics and succeed later in the game of life because they willingly challenge themselves each time they step up to the line. Today my players are running because I tell them to, but tomorrow they will understand it was all for them and will never forget a coach's word. And I think this really sums up what Coach Mahaffey has been preaching to us over all these years, and if you look at all the people that came back, it shows how they've succeeded in life, and just on behalf of everyone else, all the players would like to present this to Coach Mahaffey.
signature. Congratulations, 11 years in basketball excellence. Congratulations, happy once again.